Okay, so last video we run through the pre-requirements. We fixed some of the problems. There is still one issue to be fixed, that we are going to do this at a later stage. And now it's time to upgrade the configuration manager server to the latest version. And you can see here on the console, administration, updates, and servicing, we have the 2111 already passed the pre-requirement check with some warning. So, and now to install is just easy. Click the install update pack or right click install update pack. Majority of the updates are going to be similar. They will have, so a full update will have server, client, and console updates. They may have new features, and the hotfix may not have all those. In this case here, for the 2111, we have configuration manager updates, site server updates, console updates, client, fix for now issues, and also new features. And those features may or may not be able to be enabled or disabled through the console, through the installation. We are going to see those shortly. But because there is a requirement issue, we are going to click here, ignore any prerequisite check warning, and install the update. So we already run that before, so we know exactly what the problem is, and we know that will not cause any problem at the moment. Just click next. The features, you can see here there is lots of features that we can enable and disable, so BitLocker management, orchestrator group, and so on and so forth. And there are some that we cannot change. They are going to be enabled or not as part of the installation. So the ones that we have the check will be enabled or has already been enabled previously. And now is just click next. So because there is new configuration manager client, we can actually put in a pre-production environment, test before actually upgrade all our clients. Because we don't have any client, we are going to do upgrades without validation. But if we do in production where we have clients, you may want to validate before in a collection, but wait a little bit until you know more about configuration manager, and then collection, pre-validation, all those things will be clear. And by the point we are going to do the second upgrade, there is going to be already a lot of knowledge we have done, and then those things will be clear. Right now, let's just do update or upgrade without validation. Next, I will just accept the license agreement. And cloud attach, I don't have any cloud attach at the moment. We are going to look at this at a later stage. So I'm going to disable those options and click next. And on the summary, it's just telling me what exactly is going to happen. And again, we are not going to use all the new features. We will start looking at the features as and when required. So in this case here, next. So this whole process can take roughly about half an hour to 1 hour. Is basically a new installation. Part of the upgrade process, we can look at the monitoring solution here on the updates and servicing. We will be able to look at this 2111 show stats, and you can see here the installation. So part of the update will be done here. Part of the installation where SMS provider is being upgraded and the other thing has been upgraded, we will not be able to use the console at all. What I recommend is close the console, and then we can monitor through the logs. So the logs is the CM upgrade log that will be on the binaries, where you installed configuration manager, logs, and there is a log called CM update.log. And you can see here everything that's going to be talked about, everything that configuration manager is doing for the upgrade. Okay, I will keep my eye on this log. I will not be recording, so for you it's going to be okay, done. And then because this I want to show you a tool to use with the logs at later stage. But just trust me, it will take probably about 20 to half an hour, but for you it's going to be just a couple of seconds. But before that, before we actually stop and start looking at the next phase of the upgrade, like the video, share with your friends, co-workers. Let's make sure everyone knows about Configuration Manager. If you have family, make sure they watch as well. Subscribe to the channel, click that little bell icon so you will be notified when we upload new content. And also, it's free, so all this is free, so why not spread the word? And if you have any comments, queries, just let us know in the comments below. And questions, just remember, use the hashtag #AskRaphael so it's easy for me to find out. So it looks like the installation finished. There is about 40 minutes. So if I close and reopen, you can see all the way down here that everything has been successful. There is still something happening, but this is the post-installation processing. So right now what we need to do is just open the console. And the first thing that's going to happen is the Configuration Manager console will identify that is an older version and will ask to be upgraded. So you can see here there is a new version. We had an older version. Now do you want to upgrade? So was 2103 and now it's 2111 dot something. I will click here, okay. And yeah, so from time to time, it depends also on the environment, we will see that there is a failure downloading files. Depends on how far you left since the installation has completed, if you have multiple distribution points and so on. Sometimes just wait and click retry. But just make sure no one's actually using the console the time you are actually updating. So in our case here is already installing. It will create some logs if the installation is successful or not. If we go to the C, you can see here the admin setup files. Yeah, and then if there is any problem, you can look at those logs to see if there is any problem with the upgrade of the Configuration Manager console. Yeah, so console has been upgraded. So let's just double check if we are running the latest version. So just clicking about, we are running 2111. And also let's check if the Configuration Manager console has been upgraded. There are two ways. One, administration. You go here, upgrade, updates and servicing. You can see here the Configuration Manager 2111 has been installed. The other way, you go to sites, site configuration sites, and on the server, if you just go to the details here, you have the build number, that's 9068, that is actually the 2111. But you can see that there are more to do than just upgrade. So we have a couple of hot fixes that they are ready to install, and is exactly the same. What do we need to do is just follow the simple process. They may have more, well, they probably will have less of things to update, but the process is exactly the same. They will have pre-requirements that you need to validate. Normally, there is no extra new requirements. It's just down to install. And if you look here in the contents, you can see here, this specific one, this KB, is a site server and client, so there is no console updates. And this second one here, it does have some console updates. So again, the process is the same. You click, you check the pre-requirements. If everything goes well, you install the update. And we are not going to be installing the hot fixes right now, because we are going to do this at a later stage. Just having the Configuration Manager upgraded is already a good thing for our lab. Production, what I would recommend, just check on the website what exactly it's going to, what the fixes are, and then you may need to install or not, depends what you need. On our lab here, we will not be installing anything right now, but the process remains the same. And as the process remains the same, again, our process here to help the channel grow remains the same. Just like, share with friends, colleagues. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, and leave your comments and questions on the comment section below. If you have any question, remember to use the hashtag AskRaphael. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.